can say all those type of things you are saying. I will never be under pressure. I'm not the type to be under pressure. So you're praising everyone so that I can also finish within a limited time. Advocate, I will assume that you are a supporter of our current democratic dispensation, and that this constitution we have is one of the documents that are trying to protect us as South Africans and whoever finds himself within our country.
That is correct, Honorable Malema.
And any anti-democratic practices, you will never subscribe to those, even if you are emotionally, very strong on a particular issue. As long as it's not consistent with the law and the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, you will never agree to that.
I don't, Honorable Malema.
So let's say, for instance, for crime intelligence, for it to listen to people, they have to go to a judge and get a permit. It's a good thing to do under democracy.
Honorable Malema, for me, I think they call it the Act 70 interceptions. For me, that should be a last resort. But it should be a well-motivated, absolute reason. For me, the only reason, really, would be a threat to national security. I'm not sure that we would have needed to use it otherwise. That would be the one where I say maybe it should be used. But then it also shouldn't be based on hearsay, because that is unfortunately how some of the Act 70s work. It's a lot of in-the-air stories.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, under whatever circumstances, as an institution that operates under the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, when that need arises, you ought to go to a judge so that we don't wake up willy-nilly through pillow talk. Someone spoke about pillow talk, and then you wake up during the conversation of the pillow talk, baby, let's listen to him, without a permission of a judge. That will be anti-democratic practices.
Absolutely, Honorable Malema.
Even when there is a huge protest and you're feeling like we're losing control under the democratic dispensation, it will be an anti-democratic practice to switch off the social network or the internet. Do you agree?
Sounds correct, yes.
Because our constitution has got mechanisms within which we can work to control whatever situation we find ourselves without being emotional and wanting to act outside the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa.
Not just the Constitution, Honorable Malema, but also the law. The
Yes.
law makes very specific provisions about when interception, monitoring, and listening can be done. So it's doubly protected, according to me.
Yes. And an institution like IDAC, it is only democratic practice that with the power it has, I mean, I heard you saying you got the phone, you were able to take out what from the phone of Matlala and all of that. That's a very powerful institution, and it shouldn't be a matter of discussion between people who subscribe to democratic practices, not to want to subject themselves to check and balances, because it might not be you tomorrow. It can be someone there who will abuse that power and violate the rights of people if there are no checks and balances in the form of a judge who will be able to say, look, 1, 2, 3 is unacceptable. It can't be done this way. We're thinking you are going outside the law or you are even violating the Constitution.
That is correct.
And it shouldn't be something difficult to agree about that. Actually, Minister Cele was correct that we were potential victims of abuse of power when this institution of Judge Raulinga Mushavi was not in place. Because that thing you're talking about of, if you do this, we take you to labor, that is supervision, it's not oversight. If you make a mistake, they report you to a senior, it's supervision. Oversight is much bigger than that. and it serves to protect the institution of democracy more than a mere labor issue, more than a mere criminal issue. It's very broad, and in its characterization is designed in such a way that it must secure in the main our constitution and the law against a potential abuser of the law.
I agree with you, Honorable Malema, and that should IDAC have wanted to monitor or conduct interceptions, it would have had to do it in terms of the law.
Now,
even in the time when there wasn't the Honorable Raulinga J.
Now, there was a Nugent Commission, Mpati Commission, Zondo Commission, and all of that, which spoke to certain issues of corruption and all. When you look at these matters, you spoke about the Nugent Commission, that this is the high-profile case we're dealing with, and this and that one. Percentage-wise, when you put all of these commissions together, you think how many people have you arrested, and to what extent have you been successful? Because one of the cases that you should be handling, I know it must be referred to you, but if you're talking Zondo Commission, state capture reports, Bosasa is one of the outstanding matters of Zondo Commission. And IDAC should be saying to us, since then, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have arrested and we have succeeded with the following cases. Do you think you have done well on those 3 commission's recommendations, if matters were referred to you?
We could have done more, but at the time, before the permanency of August 2024, Honorable Malema, we were unable to recruit permanent capability, and we were working on contract positions and duty reassigned. So it is disproportionate, and we have to change our game. In terms of the Bosasa matters, we do have Bosasa matters that are in court, and there are other matters that are under investigation. And in fact, there were 5 new matters that were authorized by the ID as well. So we have quite a few matters that are under investigation and matters that are in court. Patrick Gillingham, Lyndam T, Vincent Smith, Agritzi. We had the matter for the late Medudu Mieni. With her passing, Mr. Matendra is still on trial, and the trial commenced this week. And that matter continues. And then there are other investigations that continue. None of the Bosasa matters that were mentioned at the commission have been closed. If that might be a concern.
It becomes worrisome that, there could be, and I like what you said, that, you want to act with evidence.